I remember going into a panic mode because I couldn't understand his math class. Right. And I remember being in class and I'm just panicking and I'm just going crazy. And then my mom was trying to give me extra help and I just couldn't get it. And I'm like, I just don't get it. I don't get it, you know? And I remember being so paranoid because I didn't want to fail, because I didn't want to let my parents down, you know? Because again, the lack of knowledge, the lack of them not knowing about mental health puts a lot of pressures on the kids. So they want you to succeed so bad that they don't know that they're harming you. They're putting all this pressure on you to succeed and they're harming you. So now you got pressure of your parents, you got pressure of you don't want to fail. So I remember my body going through certain things, my heart pounding, me feeling like my chest is just closing in. And I'm just getting nervous. I'm getting restless. I'm getting racing thoughts. You know, I'm just going through a whole bunch of, and I don't understand because I'm a kid. And then my mom's not explaining that to me. She's not letting me know what's going on with me. She just feels like I'm going through a phase and I'm going to be all right. Tough it up. You'll be okay. And it's like, that's the lack of knowledge. And it's like in the Spanish household, that's like a trend. You know, they don't know what mental health is because they weren't taught that as them growing up. So it's like the symptoms of anxiety, right? Just to name a few, right? And this is the things that I was going through. You know, lack of concentration. So that was for me when in class, I could not grasp the information. So that made me paranoid. I'm like, I don't get it. I just couldn't get it. And it's like, I tried so hard to understand the subject and I just could not understand it. Racing thoughts, right? Your mind is constantly thinking and thinking and thinking. So now you're thinking of failure. You're thinking that you're going to fail. And these thoughts you don't even want in your mind, but you keep getting them. And that's another one, going to it. Unwanted thoughts. So now you're just getting random thoughts that you don't want and you cannot stop it. And as a kid, you don't know what it is. And since your parents don't know what it is, they can't get you the proper help. So things that could be stopped at an early age, you grow into adulthood because they were never taken care of. So now you have all these adults that are angry. They have they can't hold relationships. They can't even hold friendships because they never took care of that anxiety, of those mental health issues that they had as a kid. So today, what we got to do is educate our parents, especially us. We're what, second generation Dominican Americans in the United States, right? We have to be better at educating our parents now because they're not going to go to therapy. We do. So to educate them, we got to go to therapy and we got to walk that walk and show them that, nah, we need therapy. No, you can't keep dealing with this like this. No, you can't just be strong. You have to let some of these things out. How are you venting? You're just holding in all this negative energy, all this negativity that you never released. So it's like, what are you doing to release that? You know, and it's like they don't teach us that. Like in our community, we don't get taught like, yo, man, you need to talk to somebody. You need to process those emotions. You need to channel those emotions. How do you channel those emotions? And it's like, damn, I didn't get that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like now I'm an adult and now I'm going through all these things that I could have probably, I'm not going to say I wouldn't have went through it, but I could have dealt with it better. It could have helped me have better relationships. Now I understand what I wasn't committed to people because since a kid, I dealt with abandonment issues. And that's going back to dealing with things that you never dealt with. You just went through it and you just thought like, I'm just strong. And deep inside, you were just breaking down little by little. I'm surprised that I didn't have a mental breakdown. You know what I mean? It's like, especially growing up in the environment that we grew up in, it's like, how the fuck didn't I break down? It's like, and that's when you gotta just be thankful that you were able to surpass all the negativity and you were able to surpass like the challenges. But the shit is hard. The shit is hard, especially when you don't know what you're dealing with. So the number one thing that I'm trying to get out of this is educate yourself. You know, educate your parents. Tell them that, you know, it's okay, mom. I'm having racing thoughts. I don't know what I'm going through. Can you help me? Can you find me a therapist? Can we do family counseling? You know, family counseling is important because now they might not believe, especially Spanish parents, they don't believe what you tell them, but they'll believe a doctor. So if you sit down with them and the doctor and it's the doctor telling them like what you're going through and they're explaining to them, they'll have a better understanding. Because if you telling them, they ain't gonna get that shit. You could tell your mom, I'm stressing, I'm depressed. Tú está bien. So nah. Like, if you know how many times I heard that, but then you know what that did? It made me angry. Now I'm angry, and now I don't want to talk. So now, instead of me having a outlet, now I'm shutting down. So you know what I'm doing? I'm suppressing my feelings. So now, how is that coming out now? It's not coming out nice, because now it's coming out in anger. So now I'm reacting in violence, and that's when I'm getting into gangs. I'm getting into fights. I'm in school. I'm acting out. Why? Because you want attention. You know what I'm saying? You want attention from people. You want people to say, "Hey, what's wrong with you?" But you don't even know how to ask. Like, "Yo, I need help. I need somebody to talk to." So how do you channel that? You channel that with anger. So we see that today a lot. Why do you see the violence that we see? Because these kids are angry. They're misunderstood. Nobody's talking to them. Nobody's asking them, "Yo, what's wrong? Talk to me. Tell me about your day." Because we living in this fast life where our parents are working. There's so much stuff going on. We living in a fast-paced world. So who is giving time to these kids and talking to them and just letting them like, "Yo, man, what's going on with you, man? How your day going today? You all right? I see you lashing out today. What's going on, man? What's really the issue?" Because if somebody's lashing out, they're crying for attention. You know what I'm saying? Somebody's lashing out at something, they're crying for attention. But we automatically think, "Oh, he's just a bad kid. He's a bad kid. He's a bad person." Why? He's crying for attention. He needs attention, and he's crying. He don't know how to say, "I need help." You know what I'm saying? He don't know how to say that. So I say that to say this, man. Pay attention to the signs and educate your parents. You know what I mean? Talk to your parents, and parents, talk to your kids, especially in the Spanish community. You know what I'm saying? Talk to your kids. Stop yelling at your kids so much. Yelling is just making them shut down and making them more angry. Now they don't want to talk. Now there's another issue you got to deal with. Now you got a whole teenager that's ready to lash out and is looking for love. Then what he does, he joins a gang because he's looking for acceptance. And then become, "I want to be accepted by my peers." And in all reality, he just wants to be heard. You know? So it's like, talk to your kids, man. And if I want to leave out with anything, if I want to leave you out with something, just that, man. Talk. It's okay to talk. You know what I'm saying? It's okay to talk. Talk to somebody. Reach out. Whoever you feel comfortable with, call them. And if you don't have nobody to call, journal. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you don't know how powerful it is to write down how you're feeling. You're letting it out. Once you finish it, you crumple it up and throw it away. And you threw away those thoughts. You know what I'm saying? So leave with that. If you don't have nobody to talk to, write your thoughts down. You know how we giving it up. This is Check Your Mental. This your boy Jumpout. This is UDM Network. And we're going to start a nation of healing, man. We're going to heal our people. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're here for. What is it? Therapy is gangster. You know what I mean? That's how we going to end it. You know what I mean? Therapy is gangster. We're going to make therapy the new cool, because we need to heal our people and we need to heal as a nation, and we can do it together. It's Jumpout.